take our pictures and meet somebody new. All right? So when we come back, we will continue the conversation. I'm not going to drop the mic until we are on our feet. I'm not going to drop the mic until we are on our feet and we're stepping out to take our pictures, okay? Thank you so much for listening and for acting as well. It's part of what we are here to do. Thank you. or look to your right, you see two brown doors, one for the man, one for the woman. Please, please make sure you read the label before you go in so you don't find yourself where you are not supposed to find yourself. I can't apologize on your behalf. Thank you so much for paying attention. And yes, please let us be a part of the event. When it's time to clap, let's clap. When it's time to stand, let's stand. Let's honor the people that are here. They are the reason why we are here. Some of us at some point is going to be where they are right now, and we want people to honor us as well. So let's try as much as possible to, avoid distractions and keep our attention right here. All right, I think this is the moment where we will welcome the arrival of the university officials. So as they get ready to make their way in, I'll just take us through what we expect to achieve here today. Of course, we're going to have our special guests who will be represented here, people who have pedigree, people who have changed lives for good through their work, through their business, through the words that come out of their mouth. And we're going to have a special presentation by a Gen Alpha in the building, amazing young woman. She's going to be doing a presentation for us. It's something that I really look forward to, that I really would encourage every one of us to look forward to doing, because we have children, we have kids that want them to grow to become change makers. This might be a very good way to encouraging them to be who they want to be. Of course, we're going to have a keynote speaker from an iconoclast, from a change maker, from a rocker, somebody who speaks, and you begin to ask yourself questions. I really want you to look forward to hearing this person speak, because I have heard this person speak before, and I began to ask questions over and over again, that why am I acting the way I do? And there is a need for me to change it. And some of these ideas we have actually are crippling us, are captivating us, and are stopping us from getting to our next level in any facet of our lives. So it's one speech that we should look forward to having. Of course, then we're going to have our recipients walking in. We're going to, of course, read their citations, and we give them the honor. And this is where we all have to participate in that. Then after then, there's something new coming from the stables of the Myles Leadership Universities. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet, but if you can look at the stage, you have an idea what I'm talking about. If you're smart enough, I believe we have smart people here in the room. It's somewhere towards my left. You'd see that new idea, that new expression coming out of Myles University that will reach millions of people and help to change life. When it's time, it will be unveiled and you will get to know more about it. And of course, we'll be having special recognition awards. Woo! I mean, this is something that you should look forward to seeing. When you see people who have used their businesses to change lives, when you see people who have employed people who never thought they could be employed, that have made people earn money. I love that baby. She looks forward. I'm looking forward to her becoming a Myles Leadership a doctorate honor recipient, because she's pretty vocal, I must have to say. All right, that's fantastic. So this and more we're going to have there. And there'll be a launch of a particular passion project by the Myles Leadership University, where we'll give people who never thought they would go to school the opportunity to get educated, the opportunity to have their lives change. You and I is going to make that happen right here today. So ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. I want to believe that the arrival of the university officials should be the next item on the agenda. If they are ready, please, ushers, can you just let me understand if they are? Ushers at the door, are we good to go with the ushers? I don't know. Maybe they're not ushers. I don't know what to call them right now. Can I get a signal if we should go ahead with the arrival of the officials? Okay, I think they're getting that ready. So yes, while they are doing that, let me take my troublesome self for the next 2 or 3 minutes to find out who has met somebody. We should have 2 mics. We should have, where's the second mic? Dr. Olamilekon, I didn't see the mic there. He's our audio engineer in the building. So while we are ready to let them come in, I just can see only one mic here. I don't know. Okay, yeah, the second one is here. Let me take my beautiful, troublesome self around. People have started smiling. People have started putting their head down. But there are rules to this game, yeah? So for those of us just coming in, I'm so sorry. There are rules of engagement when we gather together. If you must communicate with somebody, please just lower your voice. Except for that baby, we have to find a solution to that later. But if you're not that baby, please just lower your voice, because you might be distracting the next person, and not everybody likes such a distraction. Okay, please, let's keep our voices low. I really would appreciate if we can get to do that. Thank you so much. So let me move around. So there are rules here. If you put your head down, if you look at your phone, if you look aside or pretend you're picking a call, I'm just going to pick you. If you look at the order of events here, oh, she's coming, I don't want her to see me, I'll come and meet you. So just be normal. And both of us are going to be normal. So who am I going to go to first to find out who he or she met, and the name of the person, what the person does, as well as what the person hopes to gain or learn from here today. Okay. Daddy, why are you carrying this baby out? Is it because you don't want me to call you or what? Because I'm beginning to think so. Okay, Daddy, since you want to step out now, she seems to like that position. I know babies. Maybe you should tell us before you step out. They are following you. What's going on? All right, don't attend to the baby. Don't worry. Attend to the baby. Thank you, sweet baby. All right, thank you so much for that. Let me come to this table. Can somebody nominate somebody? Can somebody on the table nominate somebody who can speak out? Or you can nominate yourself. No, don't nominate yourself. Nominate somebody who... Oh, they've nominated someone. Let's put our hands together for her, please. She's going to stand up. Let's encourage her. Let's put our hands together for her. Thank you, ma'am. You look amazing. I love the bling-bling on your collar. It's amazing. Your earrings are beautiful. Please give her the microphone. Let's meet you. First of all, what you do and who you met, the person's name, what the person does, and what the person said he or she hopes to learn or gain from this event. Thank you, ma'am.
I've not met anybody.
Aha. You say it into the mic, please. Thank you so much.
I've not met anybody yet.
What do we do? What do we do to her now? What do we do about this situation? Okay, you still have an opportunity to meet somebody else. Now, you are going to nominate somebody on your table. Maybe it's time to reciprocate. Who knows?
We just came on this table.
Every one of you just came on this table. Yeah. Let's put our hands together for them. Thank you for just coming. Thank you for just coming. Okay, let's go elsewhere. Let's go elsewhere. Let's go to this table where we have two amazing gentlemen and two beautiful ladies smiling. Does anybody want to nominate anybody to speak? 5. So who do you want to nominate, ma'am? Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, it's yours. It's yours. Thank you so much. Please hand over the mic to him so he can, talk to us.
I've not met anyone.
Why? What happened? No, let's have it. Yes. Let's have a conversation. Why haven't you met anybody yet? I mean, were you here from the beginning of the program?
Yeah, I was.
So what happened? You didn't
I was taking pictures outside.
And you didn't say hello to anybody?
I did not.
Oh, wow. Okay, go ahead. Talk to us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Let's put our hands together for her, please. Thank you. All right.
The person I met said his name is Baba Femi.
But let's meet you first, ma'am.
Okay, my name is Amanda. I worked with 7-Up Bottling Company and in the finance department. So the person I met, he said his name is Baba Femi. He's a student, and what he wants to gain from here is to become a leader, as in to become a leader. That's what he wants to gain.
That's what he wants to. Baba Femi, are you here, please? Where is he? Let's put our hands together for Baba Femi. He wants to be a leader. Fantastic. Do you meet? Fantastic. Baba Femi, did you meet anybody? You met her. Talk to us about her. No, you say your own version. You don't. You want to escape? No way. No, we want to hear from you. Her profile. You just go ahead. No, you say it to the microphone. Thank you so much, Obafemi. Thank you.
So she says she works with 7-Up Bottling Company, and she's in the finance department.
Was that the way she told you?
Yeah.
Looks like you just copied and pasted.
No,
Sorry,
no,
just
no,
thinking.
that's what she said.
But thank you anyway. Thank you so much for being that. All right about now, let's just let's put our hands together for them. Let's encourage them. Thank you so much. For events like this, it's very important that you meet people, not just sitting down on your table and living your own life. You just don't know. That next person might just be the next miracle you need. You know, might just be the next partner, might just be the next solution to the challenge that you have. So it's important that events like this are opportunities for you to meet people new. So networking is actually key. We can do that even as the event goes on. Thank you so much. So this is where I will call on the officials of the Myles Leadership University. And when they are settled as they come in, we are going to take the national anthem. So ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not busy, you might want to drop your phone just for a few seconds and give honor to whom it is due. Your phones are not running away. Your phones are going to be with you. Maybe today we're going to learn how to let our phones sleep or just lie for just a minute or two. So please, let's put our hands together for the arrival of the Myles Leadership University officials. Let's keep clapping until they come in. Let's keep clapping until they have their seats, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep clapping. Let's keep clapping. Let's keep clapping until they settle down, ladies and gentlemen. And these are the university officials, the prestigious Myles Leadership University. Let's keep clapping for them until they're settled. Let's keep clapping, let's keep clapping. Thank you. Fantastic. Fantastic. You make an amazing audience. Thank you so much for those of you who really clapped till the end. We really do appreciate that. All right, I think this is where we're going to please all rise to our feet and then take the national anthem. Thank you very much, Nigeria. Good people, great nation. Let's have our beautiful seats like the kings and queens that we are. All right, at this particular point in time, we have to start with God and give honor to whom it is due, especially when it comes to divinity. We invite Dr. Francis Additioner to take us in the opening prayer.
Let us be on our feet to pray. In Jesus' name. Mighty Father, thank you for the opportunity to celebrate life. Thank you for the opportunity to honor greatness. Thank you for the opportunity to celebrate uniqueness. Thank you for your mercy. We ask, Lord Father, that as we celebrate life, we all will be celebrated according to your perception, that we'll not only celebrate life, we will be living proof of the extension of your love to humanity. We ask that you preside over this meeting, and that as men and women are honored, the seed of greatness will be planted in each one of us. We ask for the enveloping impact of your mercy in all that we do, that after this session, you will make us a living proof of your love. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together for him. Let's appreciate him. Thank you so much. All right. Once again, I want to say a very big welcome to every one of you, and thank you for joining us at this amazing Myles Leadership University Honorary Doctorate Award Conferment, where we give honor to whom it is due. Okay? So I want to quickly introduce and say a very big welcome to every one of us. We are all VVVIPs, very important personalities, and that's why we are here. I also want to recognize Dr. Monday Anyairo, Myles Leadership University Advisory Board members. Dr. Monday, thank you so much. Thank you. Let's put our hands together. Let's put our hands together as we appreciate him. And also Dr. John Ajiboye, the Registrar, ESAE University, Benin. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know there's a pronunciation to that, right? SA, SAE, that's Francais, right? Ah, je m'appelle, I don't know. Let me just stop there. Thank you. All right, fantastic. Dr. Victor Tochukwu, Registrar, ESGT University, Benin. Thank you so much. Thank you. Is there a way to pronounce that, or I just say ESGT? Okay, thank you. At least I'm saved with that. I appreciate you so much. And of course, the one and the only, and the person who actually led us in the opening prayer, a special recognition and thank you and appreciation to Dr. Francis Additional. He's the Director of International Partnerships at the Myles Leadership University. Okay, that's fantastic. Yes, Dr. Uyime Ivy King, we want to appreciate you and recognize you and say she is yes, put your hands together for her. Amazing. I love your low cut. It's actually beautiful. Thank you. Thank you all. As soon as any other person comes in that needs to be recognized, we definitely will. So quickly, look at the next person close to you and recognize the person your own way. Tell the person something that, I don't know, something you see in the person. Maybe the person's dress, the gele, the bling bling on the dress, the glasses, the person's teeth, the smile, or maybe the person is looking at the phone too often. You know, who knows? Might just provide solutions to that. Just look at the next person. It's an opportunity for those of you who have not networked to do so now. So look at the next person and say something absolutely nice to the person. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So right about now, thank you. Fantastic. Thank you. So right about now, we are going to be listening together for Dr. Monday as he comes up for the opening speech. Thank you. Let's keep clapping until he gets here, please.
All right, let me start by saying very good evening to everyone that is seated here this evening. But you're going to do me a favor before I proceed with the speech this evening. I know she tried to do something like that, but I think I'm going to extend that beyond where she stopped. May I humbly request that you possibly leave your seat to the next seat, have a handshake, have a hug, whatever. Just connect with someone at another table aside from your table. Please, may I humbly request, just leave your seat, have a handshake with somebody at another table, welcome him or her, possibly ask for the person's name, just connect with someone. Whilst you are connecting, please do not remember the cost of fuel. Try to keep some things away from you. Just connect with someone. Please do that with a smile. Just do it with a smile. Make sure that the person you are talking to, you are also smiling. If someone is having a handshake with you without a smile, please ensure that you do not have that handshake. All right, thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for yourself and a round of applause for the person you're actually having a handshake with. Thank you, I appreciate you. Please do take your seat. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so, so much. All right. We appreciate you a lot. Okay, I'm going to start my speech this evening by recognizing the President and Chancellor of Myles Leadership University, the Vice Chancellor, Myles Leadership University, Dr. K. Ravi Acharya, the members of Myles Leadership University Executive Council and International Advisory Board members that are here present, royalties and captains of industries that are also present here today, special guests of honor, our distinguished Honorary Doctorate Award recipients, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Today we gather here in the vibrant city of Lagos to commemorate a momentous occasion, which is the conferment of the Honorary Doctorate Award of the prestigious Myles Leadership University upon a distinguished group of global leaders and achievers. This prestigious recognition signifies the highest honor that can be bestowed upon individuals who have displayed extraordinary excellence, unparalleled leadership, and remarkable contributions to society. In the vast tapestry of human endeavor, these exceptional individuals have left an indelible mark, transcending borders, cultures, and disciplines. Their achievements have set new standards, inspired countless others, and shaped the world we inhabit today. As we bestow this honorary doctorate upon our esteemed honorees, we pay homage to their unwavering commitment to excellence and their relentless pursuit of greatness. Each of them has pursued their respective passions with unwavering dedication, conquering challenges and overcoming obstacles along their way. In the realm of business, we celebrate visionaries who have disrupted industries, fostered innovation, and created opportunities that have transformed the lives of many. Their entrepreneurial spirit, boldness, and foresight have reshaped economic landscapes and paved the way for a more dynamic and interconnected global marketplace. In the realm of arts and culture, we applaud the creativity, passion, and artistic genius of those who have touched our souls, provoked our thoughts, and fostered a deeper understanding of the human experience. Through their expressions, whether on canvas, through melody, or on the silver screen, they have enriched our lives, ignited our imagination, and created a universal language that unites us all. In the realm of philanthropy and humanitarianism, we salute those with compassionate hearts who have dedicated their resources, time, and energy to uplift the vulnerable, alleviate suffering, and bring about positive social change. Their unwavering commitment to making a difference has transformed lives, restored hope, and reminded us of the power of compassion and empathy. Today, as we honor these exceptional individuals, we recognize not only their individual accomplishments, but also the collective impact they have had on our world. Their stories serve as a testament to the potential that lies within each of us, and which is the power to dream, to strive, and to leave an enduring legacy. As we confer this honorary doctorate upon our esteemed honorees, let us be reminded of the responsibility that accompanies the recognition. They stand as role models, inspiring us to reach for greatness, to embrace innovation, and to contribute meaningfully to the betterment of society. To our distinguished honorees, I congratulate you on this well-deserved recognition. May this honorary doctorate serve as a symbol of our gratitude, admiration, and appreciation for your exceptional achievements. I urge you to continue on your path of excellence, sharing your knowledge, wisdom, and leadership to create a brighter future for all. In conclusion, let us celebrate this auspicious occasion, honoring the extraordinary achievements of our esteemed honorees. May their stories ignite our own aspirations, invigorate our collective resolve, and remind us that through passion, determination, and unwavering commitment, we too can make a lasting impact on the world. Thank you, and once again, congratulations to our distinguished honorees. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Let's put our hands together for him as he makes his way to his seat, please. Let's keep clapping. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. That's a fantastic one. Thank you so much. All right, up next, we will be listening and watching the opening speech by the Vice Chancellor, Myles Leadership University. Let's just fix our eyes to the screen. All right, looks like we just need to get the audio fixed right there. Okay, do we need to give you a bit more time to have the audio fixed? If you don't mind, just let us know. Want to just give me a bit more time? All right, fantastic. So we're going to get that audio fixed. We really do apologize for that glitch right there. We do hope that they can get to fix that over there so we can get to listen to the Vice Chancellor of the Myles Leadership University. Apologies once again, I beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I cap of what we have in store for you all today, which is of course the Honorary Doctorate Award Conferment, which is the meat of the matter, giving honor to whom it is due, people who actually are very, very interested in and are taking move to have continuous education to make their lives better and the lives of everybody around them better. Also, we have something very important, which is the award, the Myles Leadership Award. Some people are change makers. Some people have made lives easier for all the people through the words of their mouth, of the works of their hands. Some people have been through hell and high water, and they didn't allow that to stop them from making lives of people within your community and then around the globe better. You will be finding out about that person, and I'm sure that's one of the reasons why some of us are here to join in the joy of this person and giving the honor that is due this person. And we do hope that we get all the inspiration that we can get from what we're going to see here today. And so we can also replicate it, because it is when we do what this person has done and somebody else replicates what the person has done, and it keeps going round and round. That is a cycle. Nigeria, Africa, and indeed the world can be the better place that actually everybody is expecting that it should be. All right? So I think at this point in time, since we are unable to get the speech by the Vice Chancellor, I'd like to be bold enough to look at Dr. Matthew Mayario to find out if it's something that is up to doing. All right, that's fine. So let's move on. Thank you so much, sir, for that. Let's move on and listen to a Gen Alpha. Children are adorable, but when you give them the opportunity to spread their wings, they definitely will do awesome things. And this is one child that is among those children that are doing awesome and that is letting every one of us know that the world can become a better place and the future of Nigeria can be way better than it is. Ladies and gentlemen, to do a presentation for us, let's put our hands together for a Gen Alpha. I mean, she's a teenager. Mojoing additional. Let's put our hands together for her as she comes to do her presentation. Is she around? Let's keep clapping for her. Let's keep clapping for her. Thank you so much, darling. The mic is yours.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mojolu Adishno. I am 14 years old. I am a spoken word artist, a programmer, an author, an illustrator, and I am a child of God. I'm here to say spoken word. You act like you were never young like me before. Like you were never a kid before. Excuse me, I'm not alone. I represent 2 billion plus children from across all nations. You can forget you were once exactly like me, except when it's time to remind me that you know better. And close your argument with experience, experience is the best teacher. I'll agree in most instances, parents and teachers are right, but it's not about our decisions being right or wrong. It's more about you using your experiences to sympathize and let us at least understand where we're coming from. We look up to you as our teachers and our leaders. How are we supposed to achieve success if the person that is supposed to be our biggest fan is never in the bleachers? It's like chasing a dream with a coach that has no faith in the team. Talk to your little one. Ask them what their dream is, how, and not we, not they, you can do to achieve it. Your children are your biggest asset. So invest time in speaking, invest time in listening, invest time in hearing and learning. I agree. You spoiled the child when you spared the rod, but ultimately, it's all a community change agent, a nation builder, changing our ideas and imaginations into power brands and power nations we all longer desire. Parenting is leading your child into all they can ever become. Educators are co-parents and team players in it. Don't forget you both are caretakers with divine responsibility.
Thank you so much, Mojoy. That was very inspirational. I can see your your siblings grinning from teeth to teeth and being proud of you. I am proud of you. We are proud of you. I'm sure Myles Leadership University and everybody here is proud of you. Let's put our hands together once again for him. Or for her, I beg your pardon. Oh, that's so fantastic. Well, like the Holy Scripture would say, train a child in the way he or she should go, and when he is old, will not depart from it. If we have 1 million of these ones in Nigeria, our future will be brighter. Thank you once again for that beautiful one, Mujoyin. So quickly, we're going to skip some items on the agenda for unavailability exigencies and go ahead with the doctorate conferment, right? I know those are one of the things that we are here for, to see our loved ones get decorated. It's actually very exciting and a proud moment for every one of us, even the families that are here. And so we are going to be taking a very good look before we decorate the person at the life of Samuel Jackson Iboro. So let's put up the citation and get that read out. All right, Mr. Samuel Jackson Iboro, can you please make your way over to the stage? And as he does that, please let us put our hands together for him. Let us honor him. Let us put our hands together for him. Fantastic. Please come to the stage, sir. Please come this way. Fantastic. And that is Mr. Samuel Jackson Iboro. Samuel Jackson is an experienced learning and development professional with over 15 years of international experience across Africa, North America, Europe, and Asia. In Africa, he comes top on the human capital development initiatives and implements corporate social responsibility strategies in collaboration with countries, organizations, individuals, and societies. Now, his mentoring and coaching began when he founded Africaneur Integrated Services to build the capacity, capability, and competencies of young people in high school to become positive contributors to society. I gotta move. Well, he has so far impacted more than 100,000 young career professionals and entrepreneurs across Africa and diaspora through his award-winning career programs and partnership with ministries of education. Now, he later joined Lonadec Global Services, where he transforms local talent to become a global human asset through programs sponsored by Amazon Web Services, Oracle, Microsoft, GitHub, Pearson, USAID, Power Africa, Lagos State Ministry of Education, Africa Next, people are not clapping, my goodness, Tescom, Giz, Copa Worldwide Consultants, U.S. Consulate Lagos, and Consulate General of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Now, as the project lead for SEDA, STEM, we know what STEM stands for, right? Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, and Entrepreneurship Hub, a collaborative eclectic hub in a therapeutic environment located in Yaba, Lagos, Nigeria. His team hosts a community of young entrepreneurs, startups, professionals, and others in science, technology, and engineering and mathematics, and implements STEM and entrepreneurship training courses that cover product design. Now, taking an idea into a bankable business plan and setting up business, cost management, accounting, marketing, writing up business proposals, business development, sales, marketing, research, and development, and so much more. Now, during COVID-19 lockdown, Samuel and his team, with a partnership from Microsoft, empowered 10,000 Africans and diaspora to access 10 high-demand courses for free on LinkedIn and GitHub. Now, the project, which upskilled the beneficiaries, had over 80% access to jobs, worked from home, worked from anywhere, and earned foreign currencies. It was recognized in the United Nations Bridging the Gap 2020 report. Now, internationally, Samuel is a Queen's Commonwealth essay competition judge for the UK Royal Commonwealth Society, and he has, over 3 years, increased the youth dialogue across Commonwealth and encourages the creative thinking young people share on a global scale to tackle pertinent issues. Now, Samuel, with collaboration, you have to be patient to this. It's not a small, you understand? Be patient and let us just hear everything. Samuel, with collaboration from British Deputy High Commission in Nigeria, UK talent, mentored Chevening alumni from University of Wolverhampton, University of Southampton, University of Portsmouth, University of Nottingham, University of Glasgow, University of Birmingham, University of Dundee, University of Edinburgh, Nottingham Trent University, Loughborough University, and Newcastle University, with career advisors and opportunities in the energy sector. As the Southern African Regional Coordinator of the Future Africa Leaders Foundation, he continues to empower young people in Angola, Botswana, Comoros, Democratic Republic of Congo, Eswatini, Lesotho, Madagascar, Malawi, Mauritius, Mozambique, Namibia, Seychelles, South Africa, United Republic, Tanzania, Zambia, and Zimbabwe to improving their communities, and he's also very much involved in nation building. We go on. Samuel Jackson and his team designed a Teach Better project to equip teachers in public schools with innovative learning strategies and visual learning or teaching aids, as well as digital educational solutions to promote better teaching and learning outcomes among students. The project received a special recommendation from the Lagos State Education District 4 and Consular Award from the United Consulate. Other initiatives coordinated by Samuel includes the FALF School Learning Initiative, Google Online Safety Roadshow Program, Leap Africa, which is a youth development training program, and he currently serves as the Innovation and Technology Associate for the Love World Institute of Innovation and Technology and Director of Programs for the United States Young Africa Leadership Initiative, RLC Southwest Nigeria. His recognition includes Top 20 Inspiring Men, United States Young Africa Leadership Initiative Network Lagos, Award of Special Recognition from the Nigerian Christian Youth Platform, the PALEC Leadership Personality of the Year Award, Ali Moshe Community Heroes Award in Community Development and Nation Building, Future Africa Leaders Award in Youth Education and Development. Oh, here we go. Let me hear the sound, ladies and gentlemen. Presenting no other person than Samuel Jackson Borough. Put your hands together for him. Let's keep clapping. I need some volume on the music, please.
Be it hereby certified that upon satisfactory fulfillment of the prescribed requirement, the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate of Myles Leadership University hereby confer upon Samuel Jackson Iboro the degree of Doctor of Learning and Development, honoris causa, with all the right privileges and honors appertaining thereto in testimony, where the seal of the university and signatures authorized by the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate are hereby affixed this 15th day of July, the year 2023. Congratulations, sir.
And now you may call him Dr. Samuel Jackson Iboro. Let's put our hands together for Dr. Samuel. Congratulations, Doctor. Let's keep clapping until he comes down. Congratulations, Doctor. The newest doctor in town. Fantastic. The newest doctor in town. I wonder how he feels like. Absolutely fantastic. That's a good one. Let's put our hands together for Myles Leadership University also. Let's clap our hands for Myles Leadership University also. Thank you. Thank you. So, should you be calling him before Mr. Samuel? You're no longer permitted to do that. The power has been conferred on him already. So you are no longer permitted to just call him Mr. Samuel. Now you call him Dr. Samuel. That's a fantastic one, Dr. Samuel Jackson Iboro. Fantastic one there. Fantastic. Woo! It feels inspiring, right? Feels inspiring, right? You can see the amount of work that he has done, impacting the lives of people. It should be a push for every one of us to begin to do the same in our communities, wherever we are at, from that little corner, with one project, impacting one life, and then scaling it up to others. It's a fantastic one. Thank you so much, Myles Leadership University, for bringing this particular initiative and honoring those who should be honored. It's a fantastic one. More people are stepping in, and yes, we are moving on with the agenda that we have for today. Okay. I guess it's time for me to introduce the keynote speaker. That will come up in a few minutes. Let me just keep whetting your appetite about you, the keynote speaker. Have you ever had a conversation with someone and while the person is thinking, you'll be like, what have I been thinking all along in my life? And you begin to ask yourself questions. And you begin to look for answers to those questions yourself. That is the kind of impact that you're going to get when the keynote speaker comes up. Especially if you listen with an open heart and an open mind. Laying bare yourself and allowing the words that the person will be speaking to have an impact in your life. And not just, well, when you finish talking, you will go and sit down. That way you're not going to get the best from it. And if we have people here who think like that when people are talking, I think it's time that we take a new leaf and open up and listen. Take the ones that you need, and the ones you don't need, just jettison it. It's very important that we get to do that. And what I like about what Myles Leadership University is doing is it's not just giving honor to people just because they have a name. If you've observed, even if you take a look at the program that you have right in front of you, and you go to the middle page, between page 6 and just between page 6 and 7, the middle page, you would see some of the past honorary award recipients that even I was privileged to see. And I took a look at their profile and I saw that these people were not of ordinary means. They were not just because of the name, because you have a name or you are popular, they just give you an award to just, take. We just need your, your name or your money. They give to people who have specifically changed the lives of people. We just saw the newest doctor in town, Dr. Samuel Oboro, the impact that he has made in his community. I mean, and the other awards he's received, the level with which he has gotten to. And imagine that one of the projects that he made when it comes to teaching people online how to get employment, how to earn more, had an 80% success rate, where some of them had jobs, some of them had online gigs, the digital economy. They worked from home, and some of them were earning in foreign currency. I mean, these days, if you're earning in foreign currency, you're a big boy. I mean, everybody will want to be friends with you and learn how to make such foreign currencies with this Nigerian economy, the floating of the naira, and everything that's going on around town. Although we've been told by Dr. Anyairo not to think about the fuel, not to think about the price of the fuel. It's biting. It's very difficult not to do, but we have to learn to be just that. So these are people who have done extraordinarily well. Was it easy for him? Was it fantastic for him? If we put the mic in his hand and ask him if it was all rosy for him, he's going to tell you there were times that he wanted to give up. I can tell you for free. He would tell you there were sometimes he felt that it wasn't working. There were times he wasn't encouraged, but yet he moved and he pushed. And the lives of people are better because he said yes, and because he pushed, and because he moves on. If nothing inspires you, this, ladies and gentlemen, should. And I look forward to some of you sitting down here doing extraordinary work within the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and coming up here to receive the honor that is due you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, I'm going to crave your indulgence. So please put your hands together for a ruckus, an iconoclast, a futurist, somebody who speaks to you and you begin to think twice over and over again. The keynote speaker for today, Dr. Olakunle Shoriyan. Let's put our hands together for him as he climbs the stage and talks to us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here and to contribute to the quality of work that the people in this room have done and the level of capacity that they've built. There are friends in this room, there are industry colleagues, and great people doing amazing work globally here in Nigeria. Thank you for your commitment, for your service, for the solutions that you bring, for all the amazing things that you do. On behalf of the Myles Leadership University, we congratulate you on this remarkable experience that you have so justifiably created. And we are not the ones just conferring you with an award. It's actually, a privilege to be part of your journey and to associate with the awesome and credible work that you've done so consistently for decades. So, all protocols duly observed, the leadership at Myles Leadership University. Thank you, Dr. Matthew Mario and the entire team. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to give the keynote address. I would like to essentially speak to our conditioning as Africans. And it's very important that I have this conversation, and I'll try and do it as quickly as possible. A journalist somewhere in Africa won an award internationally. It was a very big award that is given to very brave, courageous journalists. And this person has won this award consistently, like twice or thrice. And that's one block. There's another social activist who is very prominent in Nigeria, who had won this different type of award that is given to people that are very vocal, strong, whose advocacy had changed legislation, who has made significant changes, shaped culture on many levels, and so they got this international award. And when they got back home to Nigeria, everyone was celebrating this award, and everybody praised this award, and this person was in the magazine covers, interviews, the blog, these people. And they are not the first. There are so many people in our country who has won those kind of awards over the years, and really, represented standards for so many other young people coming behind. And what they were doing essentially with the award was defining benchmarks for people coming after to follow, right? Because these are some of the biggest platforms. If CNN gives you an award as a great journalist, whatever you are doing must be right. And so the people following you should have the confidence to want to achieve what you have achieved, essentially because an organization as big and massive like the CNN or some global media platform has recognized your work. So, but it didn't impress me, to be honest. I felt robbed. I felt the future was being cheated. I felt that so many things were wrong. Why did I feel like that? It's not that I was beefing these people for winning this award. It's not like I was angry or jealous or envious. It's not my field. I have nothing whatsoever to compete with them on. But essentially that, to win that award as an American, you probably have to do, let's say, for the benefit of this conversation, 10 things. You have to do 10 amazing things to win that award. And then an African did not do the 10 things, he did 5. And when he did 5, he was given the same award that will be given to an American for doing 10 things. And so that means that somebody did 5 and got the same award that somebody had to do 10 to get. So maybe somebody went to the war front, nearly escaped 2 bullets, nearly died, and then got an award for Journalist of the Year. And somebody else does, reports close to the airport, to the country, they didn't need to get there, was able to report some breakthrough things, but didn't take the same amount of risk or did not meet the type of standards that the American met, but got the award. And then on the day of celebration, both of them were celebrated equally, given the same award, the same amount for grants, given everything equally. And then the person came back home as the hero. When you look at that deeply, it tells you a lot. Number one, whoever is trying to be that American in America, whoever wants to win the award that he has won and is an American, knows that I have to do 10 things, right? The young people back home in Africa who are trying to be that journalist who did only 5 to get the same award are all just going to try to do 5 things. So in celebrating both of them, excellence is being perpetuated and cemented, immortalized in one environment, and mediocrity is being immortalized in another environment. In other words, this person is receiving an award to have done things that is not up to the accepted standard for an American, but because he's an African, they are able to work out something and is able to get that award. The generations of young people that are coming after that person are going to use his own achievement as the standard, as the benchmark for journalism, except that that benchmark is not global. It passed the test of locality, it fails the test of universality. And in a world that is becoming more and more globalized, more borderless than ever, it's not enough to continue to make sense within the limits of a geography and failing the test that is universal. A shoe cannot be a shoe in Nigeria and be a jacket in America because it crossed border. You can't be a millionaire in Naira and be a thousandaire in pounds. You were never a millionaire. The idea is that there is a test of universality that great change makers have to think about, have to insist on, regardless of who controls the bar. If it's reduced, you reject it, right? Except it is on that same level. And I've seen that across different spaces. The other day, and please, I'm going somewhere. The other day, there was a bomb blast many years ago in Inyanya in Abuja. And on the cover of newspapers the next day in this country, we have statements like forensic experts are there in Inyanya. They've condoned off the whole bird in the newspaper on all the magazine front cover was that the house has been cordoned off and forensic experts have arrived and they are doing investigation. They are conducting investigation. If you expand that, you must understand that when I get to a new country, I live in the United States and I travel across the world. When I get to a new country, one of the first things I do is to pick the news platforms of that country and see what is on the cover. Whatever is on the cover of any global media platform is the most important news for the elites of that society. The person selling a newspaper is a businessman. He's an editor, ab initio, but he has responsibility to sell a newspaper. So he picks up information from across from his country and put the most important on the cover of his newspaper, on the cover of his magazine, because he knows that whatever is on the cover is what people are going to see first before they see what is inside. And so they will actually never have the privilege or misfortune of seeing what is inside, except to the extent that they were able to believe in what is on the cover. So it's most important information that he believes will impress the elites the most who pay for the newspaper, particularly in a third world country where the masses don't buy newspapers, the masses don't invest in such things. It is the conscious elites, the middle class, the upper class who buy newspapers. So in any third world country, whatever makes it to the front cover of a newspaper or of a magazine represents the quality of the thinking of its elites. You really don't need to think too hard. It's not rocket science. The elites are the ones that buy the paper. The editor positions his paper to be bought. He has to put the most important things on the cover of the paper to arrest the purchasing power of the elites. And so when you catch the cover of a newspaper, you've just caught the thinking of the elites. These are the things the elites are listening to, are paying for, are buying. Are we on the same page? So once you underscore that, you then see the news. So if you want to measure the quality of the thinking of the people in that kind of environment, try and go to what is being written or being documented as the cover of a newspaper. In this sense, what was documented was that forensic experts have come to a bombed location, they've cordoned it off, cordoned the whole place off, and they were conducting an investigation. Except that that is nonsense in a Nigerian situation. First of all, what do you mean by forensic expert? What would they be doing? So if they collect all the blood samples, all the bones, and all the veins, and whatever it is they find there, what are they going to go and match it with? What are they going to go and compare it with? How does that develop into anything? How do they now know how many people were there? How do they know how many people were in that place 20 years from now? Okay, maybe after 200 years when we are able to put our data, bio data, or what is it called? Yeah, whatever it's called. But when I'm able to put that in a database, 200 years from now, or 50 years from now, 25 years from now, we'll be able to tell who and who was in the building at Ibadan, or those who were bombed at Iyanya. But as silly as that news is, because it's not news at all, there's no forensic thing that is going on there, really, apart from just being able to collect all the whatever they find there. But it was enough for the soul of the elites who are in that environment, okay? So if you expand that again and you look at issues like child mortality and you look at an issue like a plane crashes, and then you see how we had a plane crash in Nigeria, a plane accident, an aeroplane accident in Nigeria in 2005, in 2004, and I think 2006. We had back-to-back Sosoliso, Bellevue, I can't remember the third one, and people died. Very good people died in those accidents. Then the country was asked to go mourn. The flag was dropped half-mast as usual, and then committees were set up across the country to look at why planes are dropping. I had the misfortune of sitting in one of those committees. And the first day, the second day, the third day, as the committee's work expanded, I was depressed. So the chairman of the committee asked, sorry, Mr. Shorian, we brought you here so that you can make contributions, you can share your thoughts, and all of that. You've been numb, pretty much. We know you are not deaf. What's going on? You need to make contributions. And I said, you don't want to know my contribution. You really don't want to know. My silence will be a gift. Let's work with that. I can manage my depression. I will live here a sick man, but I'll be healed at some point. But I'm not going to make a comment. He insisted that I say something. This is what I said. I then said that a domestic airplane in Nigeria has max 150 people. If in 3 years, 3 dropped, 4 people have died. Every month from childbirth complications. They are just trying to give birth to respond to the, energy of nature. And then they are going to die, right? Every month, 300 people. That is how many plane accidents by the number of people in a domestic airline. How many plane accidents? 2. So if 300 dies every month for 12 months, that means we've had 24 plane accidents are represented in those 300 women. And then 24 plane crash at the end of 2 years, that is 48. And at the end of 3 years, that is 72 plane accidents have happened, represented by women trying to give birth. No flag is flying half-mast. No committee is being formed. Nobody is having any conversation on it, right? And then these are families represented by human beings who are leaving kids here, whose children are going to be clueless for God knows when, guessing around life, wondering where their mom is, for those who cannot answer the question. For those who can, if they've had some adulthood in their life, will still wonder why life has to be that cruel. Whatever responsibility it is that those parents represented did not matter to the country, right? And, nobody is going to say anything in this group. The judgment I received was persecution. As soon as I finished my speech, the response of the people in my committee, did not put me in depression. It killed me, right? Because nobody could understand why that was my thought. And they wanted me to focus on the 450 people. I told them why they want me to focus on them. Because who are the people who die from childbirth complications? They're poor. They're poor, really. It's the poor, I doubt it will take a lot for my wife to die with that. It will take a lot. It has to be that the universe has conspired against me, permitted by God. As long as capacity is concerned, I have enough resources to escape that every time. Even if it shows up, I will escape it because I have the capacity to do so. You see what I'm saying? So these people that are dying are who is flying in the plane, though? Who is flying there? Is the upper class, is the middle class, is the 1%, and the 1% of the 1%. So it is very understandable that flags have to go in different directions when those plane accidents happen, right? I will plug that there, and I will expand it a little further. So I was driving to church one day. I got to town planning way. Please stay with me, I'm going somewhere. I got to town planning way. A police officer stopped me and asked for papers. As soon as he just stopped me, he hasn't asked for the paper. Yeah. So I went down. The driver was driving. I asked him to went down. And I don't allow my chauffeur to speak to police officers. I do it myself. So I said, he went down, and I peeped out and said, "Good afternoon, sir." The officer paraphrasing in pidgin, "What did you say?" I said, "Good afternoon, sir." He said, "Oga, go." I said, "I don't understand." You wanted to ask for paper. You just stopped us. You've not said anything that we should go. He said, "Oga, go now," something like that. Just the go. No, I'm like, "No, I can't go. I'm sorry." He said, "Oga, go." And I'm like, "Okay, please, I want to go." But see, I'm a researcher. I'm always asking questions. I just want to understand it. You stop me now, and then I greeted you, "Good afternoon, sir," and then he said I should go. And that is what he said. One of the most emotionally distracting things I've ever heard in my life. He said, in his career as a police officer, nobody have said "sir" to him before. I don't know how you felt, but it dawned on me in that moment that this guy has been so starved of honor, so starved of dignity, so starved of respect. In that moment, it didn't matter if I have 200 human heads in my trunk. It didn't matter if I have 500 guns and I'm going to go and lead a robbery. It didn't matter. At the release of that word, he felt his entire destiny, his entire being felt comforted enough to excuse that moment as anything important of checking or auditing. And so I walked away, and it didn't get out of my mind. It wasn't about 2 weeks after that I was invited to come on a national show called the Teju Babyface Show years ago. So I got on that show, and I had appealed to the executive producer of the program, Mr. Tejo Yelaki himself, to allow me to have the conversation about police officers. Because between when I had that experience and then I'd gone into a research, this is what I found. I found that the armed robber and the police officer share the same background, just in case you don't know. They grew up in the same neighborhood. They had the same type of poverty. They were raised by the same type of parents. They were governed by the same type of society, by the same type of environment. The policeman actually is more noble. He had the same hunger, pain, and discomfort and hopelessness of the armed robber, but he chose to join the police force. The armed robber chose to take a gun. Now, the police officer is even more noble, because the reason he joined is not to save your life. He joined to save his life. Joining the police force was a job. There's nobody in this room who said, "When I grow up, I'll be a police officer." Not in this country. There is no child of anyone in this room that can say, "When I grow up, I'll be a police officer," in this country. Then there is no one in this room who will permit his child to nurture such a dream, to be a police officer. Now, this police officer, don't forget who he is poorly paid, number one. Then, apart from the fact that he's poorly paid, he's not insured. His little salary is not paid regularly. He knows it will never be well with him. He knows it. He knows if he dies for nothing. And let's be clear, policemen die in this country. They die securing you, securing me. They fight for justice every day. Some of them are thieves, no doubt. But that is like saying because armed robbers wear trainers, everybody wearing trainers is an armed robber. That's like saying, do you understand what I'm saying? That's like saying because killers use guns or killers wear suits, everybody wearing a suit or carrying a gun is a killer, right? So these police officers die every day. They are shot and they are killed. At least I know personally 2 police inspectors who have been killed by armed robbers fighting crime, right? And when they die, they know they died for nothing. Except that they are human beings like you, with a right to hope, to dream, to have comfort in twilight, that they will do enough service, they will have enough capacity from the reward of that service to take care of their own children, and that those children will go on in society to contribute enough to build a kind of capacity that can comfort them as parents at old age or at twilight of life. They have that right as a human being. But as youths joining the police office, they know they will never have that benefit. They know there's no reward in this office that will give us that benefit. So these are, practically speaking, endangered species. So they are hungry like the armed robber is hungry, threatened like the armed robber is threatened, unsure and uncertain of their future as the armed robber is uncertain. Both of them have a gun. This guy is hungry, fearful, despised, taken for granted. Then you give him a gun and say, "Protect us." Wow. So I said to people, if the armed robber decides to ask for a bribe, I think it's kind. Sorry. If the police officer decides to ask for a bribe, I think he's a kind man. With the level of exposure, with the level of uncertainty that he's exposed to, the same thing that makes an armed robber to stand on that road and snatch your car is going on in his life. And the same thing is going on in his life, yet he has to find some level of dignity to say, Oga, you did. You know, Oga, now, Oga, wait till you get for me, right? Then somebody said, go to New York, go to Dallas. Well, I live there. So let's go there. When 9/11 was happening, the building was coming down. Policemen who were not in the building when it was happening were running into the building. As they were running in, they knew most likely they will not come out. They knew that most likely they are going in to pay the ultimate sacrifice. But guess what? That's what they signed up for. They signed up to serve the city and, if necessary, pay the ultimate price if they have to. And the government is aware of that social contract. So they have a lot of things insured. The average police officer has uniform for breakfast. He has uniform for dinner. He has uniform for lunch. He has all kinds of underwear supplied by the government. If he loses his life, as at my last check, I'm not sure, I could be wrong if that's military or police, but what he will get is about $400,000, right? I know people who can afford to kill their husband to get $400,000, right? So, and if anything happens, you become a Blue Star family. A Blue Star family is family members of anyone who loses his life in active service. If you want to contest election in America and you have no plans for veterans, you have nothing articulated for how you are going to relate with veterans, you have no election to win. You will not win that election, no matter who is supporting you. That is how prioritized it is. When I get into a plane, and I say this very humbly, I will fly first class. I will fly business class. Many times, I've got into a flight where a police officer walks in, a military officer walks into the plane, and guess what? Everybody gets up, clapping, particularly when there's an emergency or when they were fighting in Iraq or anything like that. And a businessman in my presence before stood up and insisted that a military guy going into the economy class should take his seat in first class. He insisted. He went at the end of the day to sit in the economy all through the flight and sat that guy in the first class. And everybody saw that. Children saw that. Why would those children not want to be that military officer? Children saw it. Adults saw it. Whose father will not want that to be his son? Who will not? And you know, when you join the American military or the American police, there's a possibility you are going to die. Because they are always fighting. They are out there paying the price. A lot of families in America have lost people to war. They've lost children to war. It's pride for them. So, but they know what it means. That is the American dream. It's your turn to show everyone why you are an American. And it's your turn in that moment to prove to everybody that the ultimate sacrifice is payable by anyone with a blue passport with these stars on their necks as the flag of the country, right? The Nigerian police officer did not join for such. He joined to live. So if they are shooting here, to be honorable to why he joined, he shouldn't go here. If they are shooting here, he should go here because I joined to live. I didn't join to die. So if they are shooting here and he goes here, you should be proud. You should be proud because he has fulfilled the reason why he joined. The same reason why you worked in a bank. The same reason why you worked in a hospital. The same reason why you started working in a telco or in an oil and gas firm. You joined to live. You are unfair to that man that you know you can't pay the price here. You want that man who joined for the same reason that you joined to go in there and go and die for nothing. If you really want him to do that, you should have been concerned enough to make sure that he will be joining for a different reason from yours. You can't allow him to be joining for the same reason that you are joining and you want him to pay the ultimate price. It's the most unfair shackle you can put on a fellow human being. This is what I have seen across the country. I can continue. I'm a public figure. So I have the misfortune of being out there when everybody has a right to hide. I really can't hide. So when kids are losing their mom and they need money, They come into my DM and say, sir, I need to raise school fees. I need to raise hospital bills. And you can't hide. It's something dies in you when you receive those messages in your DM and you pretend that you don't know that these are real problems. Guess what? You also have the privilege of being able to hide under the wretchedness of society by saying they are lying. They are scam. You can easily say that. But I can't. So I have a team here in Nigeria whose job is when I get that kind of message, and I can afford it because I can't afford it every time. But when I can afford it and there's some money in the budget, we ask them to go investigate, check if it is true. We just can't pass it off as a lie. What if it is true? What if it is true? So we have to pay somebody a little token to go out of their way to go check, and if it is true, how do we do it? How do we minister to this person? How do we support this person, right? Every time you see another picture, doctors go on strike. You don't see some of the pictures. You just say that, oh, doctors are on strike, government should pay them. No, you can't go on strike as doctors in a third world country. I'm sorry. You can't go on strike as Nupeng. You can't go on strike. You can't dare go on strike. Your job is not a job, it's sacred. You see, in America, doctors are working. In Nigeria, doctors are saviors. They are messiahs, they are not just workers. So, and guess what? There is no strike of medical doctors that will affect me. Most likely it won't affect you. You know why? You don't go to general hospitals. You know where you go. You know how you fix yourself. You know all that you do. So all that strike is for those who go to the government hospitals. Who are those people? The poor again. The poor. Something became a joke that the new president said. Let the poor breathe. Quite frankly, the poor need to breathe, to be honest with you. Everything starts and ends on the back of the poor. And so you find doctors going on strike. I took a doctor up. I have 2 of them in my family, 2 of them. So I took a doctor up and I said, look, as you are on strike now, if I'm sick, will you treat me? You are my brother. Yes, you will treat me. That's unfair. If you are going on strike and you not treat the average Nigerian, if your son is sick, you should say, I'm on strike. I can't treat you. Because when the son of another Nigerian is sick in that situation, he's not going to access treatment. If you treat your son and you treat your brother and you treat your uncle and you treat your mom, you are a hypocrite. You are unfair using your convenience, weaponizing your convenience to stress the society, injure the poor, but please yourself in the name of fighting the government. Stretch it a bit more. These government officials don't know what you are doing. They don't feel what you are doing. Their children don't die in a strike. They don't need blood. They don't need anything that you are doing. So you have to find another creative way to express yourself. I told doctor, he said, but we have to go on strike. They're not paying us well. Yes, you have to agitate. You don't have to go on strike. Strike is a type of agitation. You have gone to school. You have the human mind to create options. The reason why a lion has not shaved is because he really cannot birth options. If he can birth options by asking himself why, the lion will shave. The reason why the lion is still naked and is not living in a mega city is because he can't ask himself why, and he cannot create options. We were naked with lions in the jungle before, and we couldn't shave too. But we have the capacity to say why, to change our circumstance, and to say we can lift it if we choose to do that. And because of that, we started shaving. We moved from hamlets to villages, to towns, to cities, to mega cities, and now we are planning to go to Mars and live in the moon. You see? That is the graciousness, the blessing of the human spirit. Now, the human being has that capacity, has that potential inside of himself. So, as doctors, you don't have to rob Peter to pay yourself. Does that even work? No. What it means is you don't have to birth more problems by trying to solve another problem. So what you should really do, I said, let me give you an example. Doctors want to agitate, and you want to fight. I'll tell you what you cannot do. Strike, you can't. I'll tell you what you can do. Get 200 doctors. Pull them from different hospitals. Then arrange who's going to take the shifts of those other 200 doctors so that nobody is suffering and the poor can continue to breathe. Then put 100 of them on this side of Third Mainland to sit there and put another 100 on this side of Third Mainland to sit there. Because you are educated, you have access to CNN office. Before you start that move, you could have called CNN to come and watch you live. You could have called Fox to come and watch you live. You could have called all the newspapers to come and watch you live. And there, you are still agitating, but you are not on strike. You are getting the attention of the system, and you are keeping the system from moving, maybe. That also you have to plan well. How do you make room for ambulances to pass? How do you make room for emergencies to happen? These are the things you have to put in place. It's not just enough to shut down just because it's convenient for you. Can I continue? So you can continue to expand these things day in, day out, and you will not end. At the end of all this analysis, there's only one justification: that leadership has continued to fail this country. And that leadership is easy to pass off as the responsibility of government, except that the Nigerian government, as any other government, is not outsourced nor imported. The Nigerian government is chosen from among Nigerians. So let me close with this parable. So there's this parable I share a lot. It's a parable of raw eggs. Raw eggs in a basket. And every 4 years, we go into the basket to pick 4 eggs to represent the whole basket. We break the basket, the eggs, into the frying pan. All of them are rotten eggs. We get angry. 4 years after, we pick another 4 set of eggs randomly, put them in the fry pan. They are all rotten eggs. We are mad this time. Go to the fry pan again, cursing. Pick another 4, break it to the fry pan, rotten eggs. And for over 60 years, we have been going to this basket of raw eggs to pick 4 raw eggs to represent the basket in the fry pan. And every time the eggs land in the fry pan, they are all rotten eggs. They say insanity is to keep doing things the same way and expect a different result. 60 years is long enough to ask ourselves a different question. Maybe this basket itself is a basket of rotten eggs, because it can't be luck or coincidence or some form of misfortune that every time we have returned to this egg to pick eggs randomly, they have all been rotten eggs. So this basket itself possibly is a basket of rotten eggs. I've concluded that the basket is a basket of rotten eggs. In other words, when we are angry, we shouldn't be angry with the 4 eggs that represent the basket. We should be angry with the whole basket itself. So it's not your leadership that is your problem. It's the Nigerian people that is. 20 years ago, was paying his own chef 18,000 naira. He claimed that is what they pay chefs. And there's no reason why you should pay more. Then I said, maybe you can do that. But I didn't have a child until my 40s. I'm a full-blown executive, managing executive time. And I'm going to have a chef, I'm going to have a steward, I'm going to have a nanny, all of those people in my house. I need them happy. These people think by their economics. I'm able to pay them well, I stand the chance of arresting their normalcy. So I will pay 150, I will pay 80, I'll pay them a lot of money so they can feel better, right? But you can afford to pay all these guys 150K for free, not for working for you. But you are going to insist on paying this silly, undocumented minimum wage just because that is what the wretchedness of society has chosen to pay, right? So this is my conclusion to everybody doing that. Whether you like it or not, anybody you pay, the payment must be able to do 3 things. Number 1, help them to take care of their immediate needs. Number 2, help them to put some little of that aside for any tomorrow's emergency. And number 3, help them to be able to help somebody else with the little they earn. Anything you pay that cannot do that for the human being is not a salary, it's not a reward, it's slavery. And so you have confident people, educated with all the awareness in this world, maintaining slaves in their homes in the name of domestic assistance. And then if we stretch that a bit further, you find leaders screaming, shouting at the house help for behaving like this, for not behaving like this, for not knowing the difference between soup spoon or ice cream spoon or salad bowl or, you know, all those kind of cups. This is for beer, this is for water, this is for tea, this is for white wine, this is for red wine, right? Do you know all it took for you to know how to do that? You studied in the university, you probably have a master's degree, you saw movies, you read comics, you've seen documentaries, you've traveled abroad. Then you went to pick a girl who grew up in an amala joint, who from the age of 2, they wake her up with curses. That's how she wakes up for the past 14 years of her life. Then you brought her into your home, really, and you want her to be able to arrange your home the way we arrange our home and set everything the way we set up our home, know the difference between a wine cup and a white wine glass and whatever it is. In other words, you are asking the house help to think like you. If the house help can really think like you, won't he be a madam somewhere as well? If your driver can really think like you and figure out everything, use the map as it should, you are just scream, we just scream, we just scream. It's worse when ignorance has received training and remain ignorant. Ignorance that has not received training is nascent, is acceptable in society. But ignorance that remains so after training is a worse investment. It's like somebody who has gone to school to learn English but cannot speak English. Or the person who can speak English but refuses to speak. It's not different at all from the person who doesn't know how to speak it at all. Because the equal thing they achieve is that both of them don't speak English and nobody hears them speaking English. So for us to be educated and to behave in the same way that a fool will behave for not going to school is worse than somebody who didn't go to school at all. So what is my challenge? And me inclusive. I'm not trying to separate you from me just because I'm saying you. The idea is if we know better, we will do better. That all of us must rise in this type of environment. We have come to a prestigious institution to get acknowledgement for the kind of impact that that has defined who we are. We continue to define who we will be. The suggestion for everybody is to say, hold yourself and your environment accountable. It is your right to think of ownership because you have worked very hard. But let me suggest something different to you. I call it personal social responsibility. Consider that fact. The idea that ownership of private property is meaningful, but it's never enough to govern anything in society. The reason why people malfunction in society is because for 38 years before they got into government, they have mastered ownership of private property. The key word there is ownership. Now they are in the public office where they need to supply stewardship. But he has perfected ownership thinking for 38 years. So he gets into the public domain, and by default, he finds himself manifesting ownership of public property as well. What we really need to master is stewardship of private property, not public yet. When we learn to be stewards of what is justifiable and rightfully ours, we perfect one word there, stewardship. Then when we find ourselves in the public domain, it is easy to release that stewardship, whether it is of private property or public property. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the type of mentality that can help our societies grow. For the CEOs who are in this room, for those who are hoping to be, for those who have come to greet us as friends, for those who are here as champions already, riding on the wave of success, of excellence, of greatness, legends, legacy builders in this room, we encourage you, just in case you are not functioning at that higher resolution of being as a human being, consider that such resolutions exist and that it is poverty of soul to create double jeopardy in the life of a poor person who doesn't need to be told that life is harsh. He's already receiving it. He feels it every day in his food, in his clothing, everywhere. To scream on him, shout on him, deny him the attention, the respect his individuality deserves is double jeopardy. We can do more. That this is not just to pass the technicality of office by having good numbers and good targets and good balance sheet and bottom line. The idea that at the end of the day, life will not remember us for the similarities that we share. We'll be rewarded for our difference. And that difference will mean that we've contributed something that really matters to humanity, that unlocks dignity, honor, and gratitude everywhere we go. Our responsibility as human beings is not to work hard. Working hard is a means to an end. The real end is the ability to diffuse grace, mercy, favor, kindness, empathy, love, peace, joy, and gratitude everywhere we go. Hold yourself accountable to that. And as you go out, test your leadership by that. Having the biggest amount in the bank and the biggest balance sheet as a company is not enough. It is the idea that your children are watching the ultimate definition of your existence, otherwise called your legacy. And it will be defined by the kindness you share, by the love you multiply, and the gratitude you unlocked in society. We don't need successful people. We need people who know how to unlock gratitude with their success. And God bless you, because the people in this room are champions who will consider this type of thought. And for those of us I know who are here already living at this level of thought, we encourage you to keep multiplying it, right? Share that grace. Let more people know form a school, start a newsletter, start a podcast, talk about your life, share your story. Let people know you are living differently and you are not in the common decimal. Let people know. Share that idea. Go out, take public speaking. Let people know your story. Let us know that your life is possible, and let us learn from you. And for those who don't have that already, learn from us already and start moving in that direction. Thank you all for enduring the torture of my speech. Thank you, Myles University, for allowing me to do this. God bless you, and do have the best of evening and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Fantastic, Dr. Shorion. Thank you so much. Please would like to crave your indulgence to please keep standing here. You can share the podium. You can drop your... So let's have the citation of Dr. Shorion quickly so I can just quickly read that out. Fantastic.
Okay. Special Recognition Award. In recognition of your outstanding contributions to the success of the Myles Leadership University Honorary Doctorate Conferment Ceremony 2023 in Lagos, Nigeria, and for your selfless contribution in making a difference and pushing the Myles brand globally. Myles Leadership University honors you with this award. Your unique contribution to our brand will forever be remembered. Congratulations. Eshe Gosa.
Thank you so much, Dr. Olakunle Shorion, Changemaker. Thank you, Myles Leadership University as well. Thank you so much. So let's call up quickly the next. Let's call up quickly the next person who deserves the honor. Ambassador Dr. Nodi Bariagara King David, a humanitarian, educationist, and philanthropist. Let's put our hands together as thank you. Let's put our hands together as he makes his way to the podium. Thank you so much, sir. Fantastic. Let's clap now. Thank you.
All right, we are doing, the award is a special recognition award. In recognition of your outstanding contributions to the success of the Myles Leadership University Honorary Doctorate Conferment Ceremony 2023 in Lagos, Nigeria, and for your selfless contribution in making a difference.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Ambassador Dr. Nodi Barriagara King David, for your selfless service as always. Thank you. So quickly, let's put our hands together as we welcome to the podium to receive his own award, Dr. Ananti C. Smart, Managing Director and Head of Global Alliance EduTech Hub. Let's put our hands together. Let's put our hands together as he makes his way to the stage. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Okay, this is a special recognition award in recognition of your outstanding contribution to the success of the Myles Leadership University Honorary Doctorate Conferment Ceremony 2023 in Lagos. To our brand will forever be remembered. Congratulations. Ẹ ṣé gan. Merci beaucoup.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Ananti. Congratulations are in order. And thanks to the Myles Leadership University for giving honor to whom it is due. Thank you so much. All right. So let's continue with the meat of the matter, which is a conferment of the doctorate award. We've taken one, so we'd like to ask at this point in time for Michael Ewomazino Ogu, a senior HR executive management consultant and certified coach. Would like you to please come up and let's get a citation ready, please. Nick. All right, I think I need to move to the side so I can see clearly. Can we have a citation up quickly, please? Michael Ogu is a highly accomplished professional with a diverse skill set and extensive experience in the fields of human resources, learning and development, talent management, and coaching. Now, with licenses and certifications, as you can see right here on the screen, Michael is a licensed human resource practitioner, certified professional coach, and certified cognitive behavioral therapist. He is also an author and a voice-over talent. Good to know. Now, throughout his career, Michael has demonstrated his ability to thrive as both an independent self-starter and a collaborative team player. Now, he possesses a visionary mindset and is known for his ability to build things from the ground up. Michael has worked across various sectors, including manufacturing, fintech, healthcare, capital markets, financial services, transportation, and logistics. His areas of expertise encompass a wide range of HR and organizational development functions, such as setting up human resources department from scratch, labor union management, learning and capacity development, executive coaching, corporate mentoring and coaching schemes, human capital audits, mergers and acquisitions, business transformation and restructuring, talent development, performance and competence management, employee relations, and engagement. Now, his business process, he's very good in business process re-engineering, people analytics, HR service delivery, strategy design execution, organizational design and development, in order to bring about behavioral change intervention and effective training, planning, and administration. Now, throughout his employment history, Michael has held key positions in renowned organizations such as the Talent Optimization Company Limited, Medlog Logistics Services Nigeria Limited, Quadros Capital Limited, and Healthcare International Limited. He has successfully led various initiatives. Yes, that has led to the design and development of learning curriculums and performance management systems, as well as the implementation of corporate mentoring schemes. Now, he has also coached numerous C-level executives and business managers on organizational growth, peak performance, team building, visibility, and thought leadership. Michael's educational qualifications includes a master's degree in public and international affairs from the University of Lagos and a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering from Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Now, he is affiliated with esteemed professional organizations such as the Learning Performance Institute, UK, Institute of Management Consultants in Nigeria, and others, including the Society for Human Resource Management, the USA. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Michael Ewomazino Ogu.
Be it hereby certified that upon satisfactory fulfillment of the prescribed requirements, the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate of Myles Leadership University hereby confer upon Ewomazino Michael Ogu the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Leadership and Talent Management, Talent Development, honoris causa, with all the right privileges and honors appertaining thereto in testimony, where the seal of the university and signatures authorized by the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate are hereby affixed this 15th day of July, the year 2023. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, sir. If you need to hold it well, put it here. So, awesome. Yeah.
Put your hands together for the newest doctor in town. If you want to talk to him now, refer to him, you have to put doctor in front. Dr. Michael Ewomazino Ogu. Thank you so much for that. Okay, quickly, let's call on the GMD Royal Route Communication Network Limited, Gregory Olutayo. Let's get a citation as he comes up. And that is Mr. Gregory Odutayo. Quickly, his citation. Let's put our hands together for him. Greg Odutayo is an accomplished entrepreneur with more than 25 years of experience in the creative industry. Now, known for his results-driven approach, he has built a successful management career and excels as an effective communicator and team leader. Greg is highly skilled at establishing and nurturing long-term relationships with both internal and external stakeholders, earning their confidence and trust. Now, Greg is a proud alumnus of St. Finbarr's College, Akuka, belonging to the set of 83. He holds a degree in theatre arts from the prestigious University of Ibadan. He has further enhanced his business acumen through executive education programs, including the Owner Management Program 11 and the Agric Management Program, that is the AGPM 6 at the Lagos Business School. Additionally, he has gained expertise in leadership and governance in media and communication through the School of Media and Communication at the Pan-Atlantic University in Lagos. Greg has completed the Entertainment Masterclass program. He is a Fellow of Theatre Arts and the former National President of the National Association of Nigerian Theatre Arts Practitioner. Now, currently, Greg serves as the Group Managing Director of Royal Roots Nigeria, overseeing Royal Roots Television, that is RTTV, R2 92.9 FM Ibadan, 107.1 FM Lagos, and Royal Roots Cinema. He is a respected ambassador of the University of Ibadan, recognized by the Alumni Association. Royal Roots Nigeria is renowned as one of Nigeria's leading content creation and production companies, housing one of the largest television studios in sub-Saharan Africa. Greg's expertise extends beyond the creative industry as he sits on the boards of companies in the insurance and manufacturing sectors in Nigeria. He is a visionary leader with a deep understanding of business priorities and a proven ability to drive growth through targeted initiatives. Greg is highly organized, detail-oriented, and possesses strong strategic administration skills. He's passionate about arts, entertainment, culture, and tourism in Nigeria. Greg is dedicated to promoting these sectors. He is a former executive member of the Lagos Business School Alumni Association with over 30 years of diverse experience in marketing communication, project management, and creative services. Greg Odutayo is a respected director and entrepreneur within Nigerian creative industry. Greg is happily married to Deborah Odutayo, another notable figure in the creative industry, and they are blessed with 3 sons. With a rousing ovation, ladies and gentlemen, Gregory Odutayo. Let's follow it like this. You understand? Because it didn't give me the order. Just said so let's just follow. You can use the paper and let's just follow it like this. Okay. Because I don't know these people. I don't know if they're around yet. That's the problem. Okay. So while we are finishing this one, we'll hear from him on how to go about this one. You understand? Okay. So when I'm reading, you don't need to bring it down too much. Let it still be audible to create that effect. All right. Thank you.
Be it hereby certified that upon satisfactory fulfillment of the prescribed requirement, the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate of Myles Leadership University hereby confer upon Gregory Odutayo the degree of Doctor of Media and Communication, honoris causa, with all the right privileges and honors appertaining thereto in testimony, where the seal of the university
and signatures authorized by the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate, I hereby affix this 15th day of July, the year 2023. Congratulations, sir.
Let's put our hands together as Madam comes to join the picture. Looking so graceful and beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest doctor in town, Dr. Gregory Odutayo. Let's put our hands together as he makes his way to his seat. Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Myles Leadership University, thank you so much for bringing up people who are actually doing awesome work in whatever sector that they find themselves in and are doing absolutely fantastic in helping make lives or making lives better. So there's a beautiful twist to the story for this evening. You are going to be joining the Myles Leadership University. Every one of us in this room, you're going to be joining Myles Leadership University in making the lives of the younger generation better, giving an opportunity to that one child who, for some financial constraints, is held captive in the world of illiteracy and cannot afford to go to school. So, to make that happen, Dr. Fola Davis is the president of Fola Davis Foundation. He's a fantastic, talented artist. He's going to be doing speed painting. And at the end, when he's done with it, someone is going to go home with that painting. But it's not just everybody. It's not just anyone. That depends on something. How many kids the person is able to take to school. But just a short story before we move on to continue with that. There was a man who lived in a neighborhood. He preferred to live in a rural area because he wanted the peace and the serenity that comes with living in a rural area. But there was one concern that he had. A couple of kids moving around, miling around, having nothing to do. And they're within school age. So he said, I'm going to do something about this. So he sold some of his properties, joined with what he had, and he sent those kids to school, I beg your pardon. He forgot all about it. The parents were happy. The kids were happy. They moved on with life. The kids continued, and he got scholarship to study different, about 3 kids, different courses in this university. And one of them became a heart surgeon. Fast forward to about 25 years later, Thomas is the name of this man. He was 65. And something dastardly happened to his health. He couldn't move. He couldn't do anything. He went to the first hospital. They said they couldn't do anything about it because they didn't have the infrastructure to take care of him. Went to the second hospital, referred to the third hospital. And his wife said, one last shot, honey, before I give up and not continue with this because it has taken everything that we've got. They took him to the last hospital. And as they were about to turn him away, somebody stepped in and said, you know what, let's try and take care of him. Let's see what we can do. He was the most talented heart surgeon in that hospital, even within that environment. They put him on the operation table, they took care of him. And Thomas was able to live again after about 4 hours of intense, surgery and medical applications here and there. He opened his eyes and saw a strange face. And he looked at the face. And he's like, am I alive? Am I on earth? Is this heaven? What's going on? The man smiled at him and said, it's okay, sir. You are very much alive. You're okay. Everything is normal. Let me call your wife to come in and say hello to you. The wife came into the hospital room, glad that his husband was alive. He looked at the husband, hugged the husband. She was crying. And then she looked at the doctor to say, thank you. And she went, looked about 3 times. I said, do I know you? The man looked at him and said, the doctor, and said, Ma, do I know you too? And then they began to tell their history. Guess what? That doctor, that heart surgeon, was one of the kids that Mr. Thomas sponsored years back. What if he didn't? What if he ate the money? What if he used it to buy another car? What would have happened? And that is one of the blessings that comes with giving, because it comes back to you. Good measures, pressed down, shaken together, running over. You can get to be a part of what Myles leadership is doing to give meaning to the lives of young people. People who might end up doing drugs. People who might end up carrying out instructions from the leaders who perpetuate insecurity in not just West Africa, but other parts of the continent. You can get to put a stop to that today by being a part of this conversation, by being a part of this action. It just goes beyond speaking. It also goes to doing. And it's a beautiful thing that you're going to be a part of it. I want to say a very big thank you to Dr. Fola, who will be hopefully leading the conversation with the speed painting. Dr. Fola is somewhere here. Please just wave your hands and let's see you. Yes, let's put our hands together for him. That's him. He's towards your left. You can see him there, Dr. Fola. So you're going to be doing the speed painting, right? And we're going to see the outcome. And God knows how many minutes. Man, I think I need to come and learn how to do that from you. All right, so I guess we're going with some conferment. All right. Dr. Fola, where will you be positioned? You need to come and get your stuffs ready. All right, fantastic. Fantastic. So this is where he's going to be doing his thing. So once in a while, you can just take a peek at what he's doing there. It's original and straight to the point. All right, setting some records straight. I love this. I love this because I'm a woman. It's not partial. It's just that, you know, there's something about women meeting women. They're very happy with each other, and gisting will start. With the Rouse Innovation, ladies and gentlemen, for the next Doctorate Award recipient, Honorable Mrs. Adedoyin Abiodun Sherifat. She's a board member, the Lagos State Basic Universal Education Board. You had better clap. Can we get her citation up, please? Honorable Mrs. Adedoyin Abiodun Sherifat. You look absolutely gorgeous, ma'am. You look beautiful. Let's put our hands together for her. Women bringing about change. Honorable Mrs. Sherifat Abiodun Adedoyin was born on the 1st of December, 1971. To a blissful matrimony high school in Lagos State to attain a secondary education between 1985 and 1989. Honorable Adedoyin gained admission into the Lagos State Polytechnic to study agricultural engineering technology, where she obtained her OND and HND respectively from 1993 to 1999. Now, she holds a PGDE certificate from LASU. Having attained her tertiary education, Honorable Sherifat Adedoyin answered the national call to serve her fatherland in the year 2000 as she did her national youth service in the agricultural department of the Ikeja local government area of Lagos State. Now, she also worked at the defunct Banki Agricultural Concerns in Magboro, Ogun State, where she rose to the manager level from junior level of firm officer. At the inception of Basnic Telecoms in 2003, Honorable Adedoyin joined her husband, Engineer Olanriwaju Adedoyin, as the head of business strategy development to run Basnic Telecoms, an infrastructure service provider in the medication industry. She later rose through the ranks to the position of Director, Business Operations. In 2007, Honorable Sherifat Adedoyin decided to harness her management skills and went on to establish Precious Divine Link Limited, a product-based organization dealing in the sales of women's and kids' fashion across. She is currently the Chief Executive Officer of Precious Divine Link Limited. Now, with the support of her husband, in 2014, Honorable Adedoyin started her political career and contested as member of Lagos State House of Assembly on her political platform called Adedoyin Abiodun Sherifat Organization, AASCO. She also enlisted the support of her mother, Alhaja Amoke Sanusi, who was very experienced and vast in grassroots. Shir Ajayi Obasa, since the beginning of her political career, she is a staunch and steadfast member of the Obasa movement in Agege local government area and a convener of Obasa Progressives Women Forum, Agege, and Lagos State at large. In 2019, Sherifat Abiodun Adedoyin was appointed as a member of the Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board, that's LASUBEB, where she has since been put in charge of co-curricular activities and has carried out numerous successful programs and won several competitions in Lagos State educational sector and Nigeria as a whole. Honorable Adedoyin is happily married for almost Adedoyin Abiodun Sherifat. Let's keep clapping.
Be hereby certified that upon satisfactory fulfillment of the prescribed requirements, the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate of Myles Leadership University hereby confer upon Honorable Adedoyin Abiodun Sherifat the degree of Doctor of Education Management, honoris causa, with all the right privileges and honors appertaining thereto in testimony, where the seal of the university and signatures authorized by the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate are hereby affixed this 15th day of July, the year 2023. Congratulations, Doctor. Congratulations.
And the baby makes it to the stage. Don't drag the cap, baby. And ladies and gentlemen, she can now be called Dr. Honorable Mrs. Adedoyin Abiodun Sharifat. Fantastic achievement you've done there, ma'am. Congratulations are in order. Congratulations are in order. All right, as the Myles University leadership officials make their way to their seats, let's not be distracted for those who have collected their awards and the family and friends who are there with them, please. There are other people in the hall. Let's put them into consideration as we celebrate with our friend and family, please. Let's put them into consideration. All right, thank you so much. All right, let's make welcome Wale Olasoji. He's a business executive coach and speaker. Wale Olasoji is a Nigerian business executive coach and speaker. As he makes his way, he is a chartered accountant, and while he has a successful career in banking, IT, and oil and gas accounting spanning 2 decades. So I'm going to start all over again. Wale Olasoji is a Nigerian business executive, coach, and speaker, a chartered accountant. Wale has a successful career in banking, IT, and oil and gas accounting spanning 2 decades. He sits on the board of many organizations and has served as an advisor to many business executives. Now, Wale is the former president of Total E&P Cooperative Nigeria Limited, a leading cooperative in Africa where he provides strategic direction and oversees the activities of the multi-million-dollar organization. He is considered a thought leader in areas of entrepreneurship, technology, creativity, and innovation. He has been featured in The Guardian, that's a Nigerian newspaper, The Punch, Nigerian Television Authority, that we all know as NTA, Channels Television, among others. He has contributed interviews and comments to various discussions on subjects of national development, and he has also facilitated corporate training sessions on subjects of leadership, team building, time management, and youth development. Wale holds a BSc in accounting, an MBA in business administration, and a Doctor of Ministry in theology. He is a doctoral student at the International School of Management, France, with a research interest in entrepreneurship, creativity, and innovation. Wale is a pioneer member of the Global CEO for Africa, an executive education by IESE Spain in conjunction with Lagos Business School, Nigeria, and Strathmore Business School in Kenya. He has participated in various leadership trainings, including the prestigious London School of Management and Leadership with Euro Money, United Kingdom, and Lagos Business School, Nigeria. He is the senior pastor, the Live and Impact Christian Center, Lagos, with branches in Port Harcourt and Abuja, Nigeria. Wale is an avid chess player. He loves technology and seeing action movies. Presenting, ladies and gentlemen, Wale Olasoji.
Be it hereby certified that upon satisfactory fulfillment of the prescribed requirement, the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate of Myles Leadership University hereby confer upon Wale Olasoji the degree of Doctor of Transformational Leadership and Innovation, honoris causa, with all the right privileges and honors appertaining thereto in testimony, where the seal of the university and signatures authorized by the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate are hereby affixed this 18th day of July, the year 2023. Congratulations, sir.
And yes, he shall now be called or referred to as Dr. Wale Olasoji. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. There's joy everywhere and happiness in the room. It's a warm atmosphere right here. Wow. If you look towards your left, you'd see what I'm saying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take a look. Take a look. Take a look, ladies and gentlemen. This is pure talent. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. Amazing! Amazing. Oh, this is beautiful. This is amazing. Let's put our hands together for Dr. Fola. Isn't this amazing? I mean, he deserves is a better round of applause. So I can hear that people can't see from some side because of the pillars. Is there any way we can make it visible for them in the movie? Do you need assistance? Please assist him so we can get to move it to, yes, a part where everybody. Can we all see now? All right. Is it possible to bring it to the stage or something? Somewhere here would be perfect. Please help him get it up. This is amazingly beautiful. Careful. Careful. Please hold our painting well, oh. Don't try to rub anything or even let it touch the ground. Can we all see it now? Aww. Dr. Fola, you're so talented. Thank you. Amazing. You come and teach us how to draw. People like me who can't draw to save life. Try it. Unless you draw, unless we'll flog you 20. You flog, oh. Thank you. That's amazing. It's amazing. And there are people like this who have talents. They've got talents, but because they don't have the prerequisite education or somebody that can draw out that talent from them, it just stays there hidden and it goes to the grave with them. There was a story that was told of a man who died and went to heaven. He was always fascinated by war heroes, men who fought battles. I want to ask at this point in time that we please keep our voices down so we don't distract other people who are actually listening. Thank you. Thank you so much. And so the man died and went to heaven, and he asked the angel, I want to know, who is the greatest general on earth? He said, look to your left. That man, he looked at his left, saw one man looking lanky, and he said, how can this man be the general? It's not possible, I don't know about him. He said, well, he was destined to be general. But on earth, he never was. We can stop so many children from having that as their life. As we join the Myles Leadership University to offer scholarship to students. And I just want you to know that whatever figure that I'll be giving right now has been subsidized already. So Myles Leadership is paying a part of it, and they want you to join them. They want you to join us in this particular mission to educate people, illuminate the minds of these younger generations, and give them an opportunity to have their lives changed. And so for a base contribution that will enable you to have this beautiful painting, hang it in your house or your office, to take care of one student for his or her entire period in the university, all you need is just $2,000. That's all you need. It's not just for the first year, for the entire stay, for the entire course, for 3 years. That your $2,000 can help give hope. The $2,000 can help give hope to that child, can help change the trajectory of the hopelessness that some children are facing, or some youth, some students are facing. So, we'd like to go now. Would you, if you're interested, when we call the figure and you're interested, please just raise your hands and the usher will get across to you to get your details so we can get to action on this journey to get into where we need to get to. So for a base of $2,000, if you would like to sponsor 2 students 2 students for an entire period of 3 years to get the education that they need to change their lives for the better. At the rate, if it's $2,000 for each child, then it's going to be $4,000 for 2 kids. You can be the change maker that you want to be by doing this. You don't have to start your own foundation. You can join somebody who's doing this. So for a token of $4,000 to take care of 2 students through an entire period of 3 years, courtesy of the Myles Leadership University. Want to see your hands up? And the ushers will come to you. Well, the highest bidder gets the painting anyway, so let me just put that out there. This is a beautiful one. You know how much this is going to cost. If it's in the market, you know how much it's really going to cost. Those of you who understand the world of art and painting, this is no small feat. So I want to see your hands up. You want to take 2 kids to school, 2 kids to school, so the ushers please stand around. I'm tempted to say the Spirit is moving, move around. The Spirit is moving. Just don't know who's going to fall under, but this is not a church program. Thank you. So for a token of $2,000 to take care of 1 child, if you want to do that for two teenagers, 2 young people to have education for the next 3 years of their lives. I'm sure Myles Leadership have payment plan or something that you can do. You don't need to worry about that. All that it needs is the thought in your mind. Once it drops in your heart to want to do something, you don't need to worry about how you're going to get it done. It's just to action on it straight up. So I want to see your hands up if you want to take 2 kids to school. If the Spirit is touching you, just raise up your hand. It doesn't really matter. You get to fix it. Even if it's 2 people that want to come together to take 2 kids to school, it's very possible to do that. So let me just see your hands up, and the ushers will come to you with the papers. Anybody? So it's going. It's going. The count of 10 down. Please let's put our hands together. We have a bidder. We have somebody who is sponsoring 2 kids for a period of 3 years at the rate of $4,000. Isn't that amazing? We have somebody right here. Let's put our hands together for him. Thank you so much. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So you want to do it in partnership? Okay. You want me to come to you, sir? For 1K. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. So we are moving now. Interested in taking 1 child to school. 1 child. Now, 2K is the base. You can give above 2K. You can give 3K. You can give 3.5K. You can give 4,000. It depends on, what has been laid in your heart, as it were, where you're convinced to do. But the base is actually $2,000 for 1 child. Save the life of a child, and give that child a hope and a meaning. $2,000. You take 1 child to school. For the period of 3 years, he or she will not bother. Will not think, where is my school fees going to come from? And be on the verge of dropping out. For $2,000, I beg your pardon, $2,000, 1 child, $2,000, 1 child. You don't have to look around. If it touches your heart to send a child to school, please do. The figure shouldn't make it look like it's a big deal. But actually, this is a big deal to send a child to school. Because after that 3 years, that child will empower other children that are coming, especially his or her own children, because you wouldn't want them to go through what he or she went through before somebody saved his or her career. So for $1,000, for $2,000, I beg your pardon, for $2,000 base to send a child to school. This is you working with the Myles Leadership University, to sending children to school. So you are not in this alone. They are calling you to join them in this partnership to get this done. So for $2,000, do we have anybody else? For $2,000, you can save a child 3 years of heartache and thinking, where is my school fees going to come from? You can give life and meaning to them. For $2,000, all right. Some people need time to think about it. It's okay. You can't make a decision on the spot. That's totally understandable. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate that you're a part of this. So we know people are going to make a decision before we leave here. So let's put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen, as we get a citation and the change of music. Thank you. Let's put our hands together for him as he comes. Fantastic. Fantastic. Olabisi Olugbenga Akande, the inspirer, is called to inspire individuals to be more so they can live and lead better. He is a certified speaker, trainer, and coach with the Maxwell Leadership Certified Team, a network of independent international coaches and leadership coaches and speakers. Now, he is a certified senior professional in human resources international, a licensed neuroencoding specialist with the Neuroencoding Institutes and the DISC, that is DISC Certified Behavioral Analyst. He has a background in the natural sciences with a degree in chemistry from the University of Jos. His postgraduate education is in international relations and strategic studies at the Lagos State University, as well as the business administration with special interest in human resource management at the Redeemers University. Bisi Akande is a member of several professional bodies, including the Nigerian Institute of Management, Chartered Institute of Personal Management, and Chartered Institute of Administrators, Fellow Center for Public Service Productivity and Development. He's sought after facilitator at various leadership conferences and seminars. Now, he is the founding partners, LEAP Consulting Synergy, a leadership and human capital development firm with presence in Nigeria and Florida, USA. A prolific writer, Bisi Akande has authored various books, including Strength for the Journey, The Habit Series, Living a Good Life, Raising Teenage Millionaires, that is co-authored, and Stand Out, Leader Core, Leading in Your Space, and more. He is an assistant pastor in charge of region for RCCG Region 35 and pastor in charge of Youth Province 1 with direct administrative oversight for a large number of churches with the Redeemer's Christian Church of God. Now, he is happily married with children. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with a rousing ovation, Olabisi Olugbenga Akande.
Be it hereby certified that upon satisfactory fulfillment of the prescribed requirements, the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate of Myles Leadership University hereby confer upon Olabisi Olugbenga Akande, did I get it right? The degree of Doctor of Strategic Leadership and Management honoris causa, with all the right privileges and honors appertaining thereto in testimony, where the seal of the university and signatures authorized by the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate are hereby affixed this 15th day of July, the year 2023. Congratulations, sir. Awesome. From under. From under. Yeah. Yeah, that's speech at probably very soon to give a speech.
Let me not thank the Lord my God. I wanted to form that I can climb this thing, but with my heels, help me, bro, help me. I saw Dr. Ambassador Matthew do this. I said, let me do it. I said, there's capacity and there's ability. All right, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the new doctors that we have in town. Congratulations are in order. One of our special guests of honor will be getting the Myles Leadership Award. And that's the person who's responsible for this beautiful artwork that will be contributing to making better the lives of people around. Dr. Fola Davids, President Fola Davids Foundation. President Fola Davids Foundation. Let's put our hands together for him. He's so shy, covering his face, but you gotta get it.
Well, are we really clapping for him? Well, I think we can do better now. I guess, sorry, excuse me. I guess someone is going home tonight with this? Yes. You sure? All right, okay. Well, you did a very good job. And here in Myles Leadership University, we recognize talent. We appreciate people, and we do the much we can to support them when we see them doing very well. Well, this is quite creative, and I think I heard her saying that she wished she can also do that within this time frame. All right, I stand here on behalf of the management, the Senate of the university. This is a special recognition award in recognition of your outstanding contributions to the success of the Myles Leadership University Honorary Doctorate Conferment 2023, which of course is holding in Lagos, Nigeria, and for your selfless contribution in making a difference and pushing the Myles brand globally. Myles Leadership University honors unique contribution to our brand will forever be remembered. Congratulations, and of course in the Yoruba language we say, Eshegoni. Thank you so much.
So we want to quickly invite someone very special. No other person. This award is a special award, something we just started this year, and while we're looking for, we'll start with, we thought of no other person. You know, during the early days of Myles Leadership University, one person that we had the very deep conversation with was the evergreen Dr. Ubon King, and since then, the wife has been a rock for us at Myles Leadership University. He's always supporting us, always there for us, no matter the time. So today, on behalf of everyone here and our Vice Chancellor,
and every other Board of Trustee members. We want to specially welcome Ambassador Dr. Uyeme Ivy King. Please, you can do better. You can celebrate her more. Come on, you can make it louder. That's the right song. So on behalf of Myles Leadership University, we have a Myles Leadership Lifetime Achievement Award presented to Ambassador Dr. Uyeme Ivy King for your unrelenting support and outstanding contribution to youth development in Africa on the 15th of July 2023. Congratulations, Doctor. We love you so much. Thank you for all that you do and all that you represent. Okay, let him join us. Just allow you say something. Okay, yeah, no problem. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and good evening to the leadership of the Myles University. I'm really at a loss for words, and usually I have a lot to say, especially if I'm writing it. I want to say thank you for this honor. You know, it's when something happens that hits you on the blind side and you're not expecting it, it's so easy for you to be derailed. It's so easy for you to think that it's all over, because Ubon King and I started this journey and we're purpose partners, but along the line, God called him home 2020, and it was a hit from the blind side, but I had to partner with God, you know, to carry on with the journey, because I believe that he may not be here, but I'm here to continue that journey, and the children, all the great people, both the ones he mentored and the ones who also supported on the journey, are also holding up my hands, and I'm really grateful to God. I'm so honored. Thank you for this award, and I'm so honored. Thank you for this award, and I pray that me and help me to do the things that need to be done, because I believe that the fact that Ubon King is no longer here doesn't mean that my life is over. I believe that there's still purpose. There are still people that are connected to my purpose that God wants me to reach and will not relent. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Let's put our hands together for her. She makes her way to her seat. Woman of valor. There's a strong one there. I listened to the late Lion, yes. Fantastic. And just 2 sessions alone, I know how much my life changed. For Forbes Coach Council, a doctor and another doctorate. Double doctor. Let's put our hands together as he makes his way here, and let's get his citation going. Doctor, you walk like your legs don't touch the ground, like you're floating, you know, metaverse. Thank you. You please, just in the middle there. It's fantastic. Perfect. Akin Akinpelu, Dr. Akin Akinpelu is an official member of Forbes Coaches Council, foremost performance coach in Nigeria, development consultant, author of several books, and keynote speaker. His purpose is to discover, develop, and deploy people and systems to fulfill their potential. He has consulted for many organizations and addressed more than 500,000 people in talks, training, and coaching throughout Nigeria, the UK, Canada, UAE, and many other countries worldwide. Akin Akinpelu speaks to governments, corporate and public audiences and campuses on the subject of personal and professional development, communication, emotional intelligence, goal setting, and other nation-building subjects that bring about immediate changes and long-term results. He has consulted for Guarantee Trust Bank, Stanbic IPTC, 9PSB, Lagos State Government, Osun State Government, African Leadership Academy, Fifth Care Consulting, and Speakers Academy, among others. Now, he has addressed epoch-making events in the United States Consulate Office, professional business gatherings of Dubai called CRFI, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, etc. His quest for knowledge, poise, is his trademark as he holds a master's degree and MBA from one of the two top best universities in Africa, that is the University of Lagos, in educational leadership from Trident University in the USA, in which all this rests on the bedrock of Bachelors of Sciences. Akin's all-rounded knowledge from years of professional experience enabled him to serve as the project director for Volunteer Corps, that is Africa's Central Volunteering System, which under his leadership coordinated different projects across different states and demography in Nigeria to reach out to over 20,000 participants. In contrast to his educational pursuit and passion for reforming the traditional learning system, Akin has served in key positions on several boards, which include being the CEO and director of Erudio Hub, partner, OARD partner for TC Resource Technology in the United Kingdom, with partnership system from Amazon, Google, MySQL, is a united body of project professionals. He is active in the coaching community in Africa and nation building, and has been endorsed by global figures like Brian Tracy, John C. Maxwell, Scott Gerber, and many others. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Akin Akinpelu.
Okay, BT about certified that upon satisfactory fulfillment of a prescribed requirement, the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate of Myles Leadership University hereby confer upon Akin Akinpelu the degree of leadership, honoris causa, with all the right privileges and honors appertaining thereto in testimony, where the seal of the university and signatures authorized by the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate are hereby affixed this 15th day of July, the year 2023. Congratulations, sir. After you. Fantastic, fantastic. Great one there. Thank you so much for being such an awesome audience, for celebrating the people that have done the best that they can to make the world a better place. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together this time around for Dr. Marius Mahognon Ahonan, Registrar Eskaye, Benin University. Monsieur apologize. You will teach me how to speak French properly.
All right, I'm supposed to announce to all recipients to please, if you know you collected an award, you received an award, please stay back. We'll be taking a group picture immediately after this, so please don't leave yet. Anyone who's leaving, please let them know they have to stay back and get the group picture, please. Thank you so much for giving us just a few minutes more as we get to do this. Monsieur, bonsoir. Thank you. So I'll just go with Dr. Myles. Thank you so much for that. So Dr. Marius, an intelligently advanced dynamic information technologist, is a male, and Dr. Marius had his elementary school at École Primaire Paho Benin, where he obtained his primary living certificate, that is CEP, in the year 2000, and secondary education at CFTS Ouida, where he obtained his O-level certificate in mechanical engineering. Well, let's move on to Dr. Marius. Is being so determined to have other professional degrees, also attended Escayes University, where he had a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, and in 2016, and Masters of Science degree in Information Technology in the year 2017. He's a member of several committees, as you can see on the slides there. Secretary, Escaye Board of Scholarship and Humanitarian Services. We'll move on to member, Benin Private Institutions Monitoring Committee. Member in Council across Global Institute of Foreign Language, Nigeria. He's also a fellow member of Association of Entrepreneurs and Vocational Studies Professional of Nigeria, that is FAEPAN, and so many others. Now, based on his commitment to mentally, intellectually, and modern outstanding management practices, he has won several awards, as you can see here. The Best Registrars Award for the year 2018, a BIA Leadership Award 2019, Leadership Award Ibandan 2020, among others. He also has received the Africa Outstanding Leadership Award, Global Skills Hub, United Kingdom. In July 2016, during his Masters of Science degree program at Escayes University, he gained an employment as the registrar of Escayes University Benin, the job that he is keeping with hard work till today. As an expert in telecommunications engineering and an intelligently hard worker, he became the CEO of Ahomax Techs, a consultancy company for multinational telecommunications firms in Benin Republic since 2017 till date. Ladies and gentlemen, I should be getting an applause right now. Dr. Marius Mahugnon Ahon. Pardon my French.
Be it hereby certified that upon satisfactory fulfillment of the prescribed requirements, the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate of Myles Leadership University hereby confer upon Marius Mauno Aonu the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Education Management honoris causa, with all the right privileges and honors appertaining thereto in testimony, where the seal of the university and signatures authorized by the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate are hereby affixed this 15th day of July, the year 2023. Congratulations, sir. Okay, good.
All right. Thank you, Doctor. I think I know where to go to learn how to speak French now. Where is he? He stepped out. French beyond bonjour, bonsoir, le manger, la marie, bais lekete. No, that wasn't speaking in tongues. That's actually bais. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, we are beginning to round up with the Honorary Doctorate Award Conferment. And this time around, we will be calling to join us right here. Meanwhile, before we call the next person, please, whenever you have made a decision about the kids that you want to sponsor in partnership with the Myles Leadership University, please just wave to the ushers and they will hand you over a slip so you can, contribute and make the lives of people around you better. You just don't know, you just don't have an idea who could be beneficial and how much that the benefit you've given to the person will come back to make the society work. Let's action it. Let's action our words. Thank you. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, I am going to call up Ambassador Dr. Chijoke Emmanuel. I'm thinking what I'm seeing here is Nwa David, the founder, Napoleon Charity Foundation, Nigerian. Neck Bullion Charity Foundation, Nigeria. Thank you so much for the correction. And Nwa David, I'm curious to ask if Nwa David was part of the name your parents gave you, something you just tagged. The son of David was something you called yourself or you're using your birth certificate. Ah, that's fantastic. I just heard him. All right. Nwa Moses Mercy. I just gave myself a name right now. So quickly, let's see more about this gentleman. He is a philanthropist, entrepreneur, political humanitarian, and development advocate. This distinguished ambassador, he hails from Enugu State, Mbowo Alachara village, I beg your pardon, forgive me, and he was born on the 5th of August, 1991, in Lagos State, Western Nigeria, to the family of Mr. and Mrs. Charles. He attended primary school and has a vast experience in education, and also did serve in Delta State, South Nigeria, where he passed out in 2017. Now, being a man who has a high quest for more knowledge to buttress his leadership status, he proceeded to the Nigerian Defense Academy and obtained a postgraduate diploma in leadership studies. And in furtherance of his crave for more knowledge, he proceeded to Turkey, Gelizim University, Istanbul, to study a master's degree in business administration. And thereafter, he returned to the Nigeria Defense Academy to study a master's degree in conflict, security, and development. Well, he has got a political career. Because he is an ECOWAS Youth Ambassador, West Africa Youth Council, and he's a politician who is highly respected and accepted by his people. He contested for the Enugu State House of Assembly, representing Agbo South constituency under the platform of the All Progressives Congress political party in Enugu State in the 2023 across the globe, representing the youth and various United Nations conferences. All right. Now, he's won so many awards, which includes the Young African Humanitarian Personality of the Year 2021 by Global Good Governance. He's also a member of the Society for Peace Studies and Practice, among several others. Now, listen to this. Very well, if you're a Nigerian. Recently, he was nominated into the World Book of Greatness 2023, also known as the Guinness Book of Records for Greatness, as Civility Humanitarian by Greatness University, London. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ambassador Chijioke Emmanuel Nwa David. Let's put our hands together as he gets conferred with his award.
Next one. Be it hereby certified that upon satisfactory fulfillment of the prescribed requirement, the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate of Myles Leadership University hereby confer upon Chijioke Emmanuel Nwa David the degree of Doctor of Leadership in Advocacy, honoris causa, with all the right privileges and honors appertaining thereto in testimony, where the seal of the university and signatures authorized by the Board of Trustees, Council, and Senate are hereby affixed this 15th day of July, the year 2023. Congratulations.
All right, let's put our hands together for the newest doctor in town. And this is the point where we call all the recipients to please come to the stage and join the Myles Leadership University officials for a group picture. Thank you so much as you make your way to the stage. Thank you. Thank you. Doctorate or everybody? All right, let's come join and take a group picture. Fantastic. There's somebody left. There's somebody coming beside you.
Can someone call Dr. Akinpelu outside, please?
Please, if there's anyone outside. Let's put our hands together for her. Dr. Honorable Mrs. Adedoyin Abiodun Sherifat.
Thank you very much. Good evening once again to you all. What can I say? What can I say? What can I say than to say a very big thank you to the wonderful, amiable, reputable university that put this together, Myles Leadership University. I want to say a very big thank you to you all, to the committee, to the entire Myles Leadership family. I want to thank and appreciate my husband and my children, represented by the baby of the house, and everyone that came with me. And I also want to congratulate all of us that God has counted worthy, and the Myles Leadership University has also counted worthy to be recipients of this wonderful honorary awards. I accept it, and I also take it as a challenge to do more to humanity in everything I do, to consider God first and to render my service to humanity, irrespective of their sex, gender, whatever, just be helpful. And I also want to appreciate our doctor, our keynote speaker that spoke the other time. I really took a lot from his speech, and I also would like to emulate him in some areas. To round it up, I say thank you. God will continue to strengthen you and enlarge your coast. Thank you very much. And whatever I'm using to support the university, I will get it across to you.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Doctor. All right, this time around, let me call Dr. Monsieur Marius Mahognon Ahonon. Let's put our hands together for him.
Bonsoir. Je voudrais d'abord profiter de cette belle occasion pour remercier l'administration de l'université Myles Leadership pour tout ce qu'ils font, pour le sens de leadership dans le secteur éducatif. On behalf of the Chancellor of SKE Benin University, Professor Mehoba Theodore, I want to say thank you for the great job that Myles universities are doing, the great positive impact in the education sector in Africa. And SKE Benin University and Myles universities are going to do a great job. There's going to be a strong collaboration, a strong educational collaboration between the two institutions, so that the project of helping less privileged students to achieve their educational goal will work together so that it will be achieved. So, thank you.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Merci. Thank you so much for that. For those of you who were like confused when we were speaking French, you've gotten the interpretation now, right? All right. It's a global affair when you are part of the Myles Leadership University. You don't think just within your locality, you think globally. Yes, that's the essence. Let's put our hands together for Myles Leadership University. Thank you so much for that. Okay, at this point in time, we're going to call up Olasoji to come give us his acceptance speech. Thank you. Let's put our hands together for him, please.
Good evening, everyone. It gives me great honor to stand here. Man is better than an experienced hand. because with training, with education, you provide not just information but transformations. And I believe that the days ahead of Myles Leadership University are brighter with the collaboration and the quality of brains that are being brought on board. I see this award as a further challenge to do more in spite of what has been done. And so, with humility and honor, I accept this and trust that you will hear more about us as we promote Myles Leadership University to the world. I wish you all the best.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, sir. Let's keep clapping for him as he goes back to his seat. All right, this is the point where we invite Dr. Gregory Odutayo to come give his acceptance speech. And as he gets ready to do that, Dr. Olabisi Olugbenga Konde, please, you'll be up next. Thank you. Let's put our hands together for Dr.
That Myles Leadership University has taught me and the rest of us who are here fit to be given this prestigious honor. I accept it wholeheartedly, and I promise to do all that I can within my resources to ensure that we continue to promote leadership, working with Myles Leadership University, continue to promote learning, continue to promote skill development, especially for the younger upcoming generation. We all have a duty and a responsibility to build up the generations coming after us. And we promise that in